Hello guys, welcome to our channel today. Today we'll be discussing about ID, and then for ID we are trying to say that an ID, what is an ID and why is it so important? And then for ID card for example, is a short form of identification. This short form is a way you can identify yourself to anybody without saying much. It's a way it comes in front of a small card, and then to identify a person, it usually contains basic details like the person's name, photograph, ID number, which is always very important, and the organization you are coming from. It's very, very important to take note of that. And then they are very important for security reasons. For these security reasons, you can tender or identify yourself in any misconduct or any trouble or my maltreatment or anybody trying to harass you. Your ID cards are very, very important and very, very necessary. And so the next one we are discussing here is control access to buildings. You can enter any building of your choice, and then you can also identify staffs, students, and members of any organization because they are always hanging their ID cards, especially banks per se. And then without ID cards, it doesn't appear professional. Build professional identity. Identity without ID card is not the best way because you must have IDs show a professional way. Would be that is what from here that is would be difficult to manage people in schools, offices, and events. So ID cards play a very, very important role. So as a result of that, let's take a good look at some IDs. For example, this is a brand ID. For instance, this is a brand ID for a media agency, which I'm also a member of that agency. This agency, with this ID, I don't need to explain to you what I do or my work. From my ID, it explains a lot. You don't need any further explanation that way. And then let's forge ahead to the next discussion down to so there are different types of ID. We have employee ID. Employee ID is for bank. As a bank staff, you can also have your employee ID or company. You have student ID, having your school details on it. Your national ID, this is the nationally accepted form of identification by your country per se, like your Nigerian ID, your Ghanaian ID, your US ID, your driver's license per se. And then hospital IDs. These are hospital ID cards for health personnel, and then for events, people rendering services for an event can also have ID, which will be actually a brand giving you a service at an event, which is on the temporal base. ID cards for temporal access, which you can see here. It's for temporal access. Then let's clear. Then what are the informations your ID is expected to have? Your full name, your ID number, the organizational name, the role you play in that organization, that agency, that company, and then how sure are we that you are the owner of that ID? The signature appearing on that ID is supposed to be yours. The barcode for other companies, others use QR code, but signature is one of the most common. This is the most common, is the most common form of signature authorization for IDs around town. Then let's go ahead, let's forge ahead quickly to other forms of ID. Let's show this is a brand ID for software designs. This is for my brand, and then other forms of ID, as you can see. Then let's brush through. This is also for a company ID, Gerard Real Estate. This is a form of ID for them. And then this is a business card per se. This is another form of ID. So thank you. We have other videos on ID card design which you can check it out, and then you can see. If you have any comments, you please drop in the comment section for us to attend to. Thank you, and we'll see you in our next class.